Hey everybody, Steve Nixon again with Freejazzlessons.com. Thank you very much for joining me here today. Alright, in today's free lesson we're going to be continuing with our series where we learn how to start a lick on every note of the scale. Alright, so in today's lesson what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a minor chord and starting a lick on either the 6th or the 13th, which is the same thing, okay? Just as a reminder, if you're new to Free Jazz Lessons, I notate all the lessons and throw them on Freejazzlessons.com. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can just check out the URL right below this video. If you're not a subscriber yet to the site, you can subscribe as well. It's free, and you get a bunch of free lessons just for signing up, and all kinds of new stuff comes in your inbox. All right, let's dive over to the piano and start learning this lick. Thank you. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be teaching you guys this lick starting on the 6th or 13th, okay? So we're in the key of C major. It's a 2-5-1 lick. And it is over the chords D minor, G7, and then C major 7. Okay, so it's starting on the 13th here over this D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or otherwise known as 6. So here we go. I'll play it first and then I'll teach it to you. So that's our lick. All right, now let's break down this lick. All right, so like I said, we're over these chords. We're over D minor 7, and these are rootless voicings, by the way, that I'm playing in my left hand. If you don't know these, I'll put the link to the video in the lessons where I actually teach these chords inside the article. So over D minor 7, G7, and C major 7. Now, this lick is actually very simple. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm actually thinking inside this chord right here, but I'm chromatically leading up 1/2 step below into each chord tone. So I'm chromatically leading from the 6th into the 7th. This note is sort of, I guess you would call it the flat 5 going into the 5. Okay, so everything is a 1/2 step into a chord tone. And then I do the same thing here over the G7. I'm 1/2 stepping into this 3rd there. Okay, so, all right, 1/2 step below. And then I go up the chord tones. And then I'm 1/2 stepping into this now 3rd of the C major 7 chord. Okay, so everything has to do with a 1/2 step below. Okay, so we're going. And that's an anticipation that's coming in on the and a 4. So I'm bringing the C major 7 early. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. So you saw it was right before the downbeat there. Okay. So here are the notes if you want to get more specific. All right. So we have B, C, G sharp A, E, F, C sharp D. Okay. And over the G7 chord we have A sharp, B, F sharp, G, B, D, D sharp, E. Okay, and then afterwards I do a little tag. I don't necessarily do it always the same every single time, where I just went into the 5th, which is G, and then A. Okay, so I could go like, or. So, you know, it really doesn't matter. I'm just sort of riffing on that C major part there, okay? So the theory of this is 6 going into the 7, flat 5 going into the 5th, the 9 leading into the flat 3rd, okay? The major 7 leading into the roots. So, and then we have here, I guess technically you can call this the sharp 9, all right? So this A sharp here, going into the 3rd, the major 7th, which is definitely not inside, over this G7 leading into the root. Okay, and then we have the 3rd, 5th. Chromatically, I guess we can call this a flat 13th, but really I'm almost thinking over C major 7 at this point. Okay, leading into this 3rd of C major 7. Okay, so here's the lick one more time. 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's the lick. I'll notate this lick and put it on Freejazzlessons.com. If you're watching on YouTube, the URL will be right below this video. And again, this is a whole series, so make sure you check it out on the site. All right, guys, happy practicing. I will see you at Freejazzlessons.com. Thanks.